I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To speak of, call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back to and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in cap.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Watson on 1st down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe can use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Fields. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fields. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. 21-0 our score after 1. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14.
To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end McKinney right side complete. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos 16-yard line.
They hand it off to Mostert. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. To throw is Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Play action. It's Fields. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. There he goes, left side. Escapes the defender. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. Mecole Hardman. He will score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Watson looks to throw again. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Mostert, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second down and goal. Watson. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown. So
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And going deep for Hill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and inches, Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Off play action, Fields. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Coe able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again to Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From his goal line here, Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they got to be careful taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Watson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you.
Touchdown! That's called. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Raiders extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. It's Hill, complete. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air. Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now. When you're throwing it to the fullback, it just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get this off to ETN. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields steps away to his left. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. To throw is Fields. Rolling to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And Watson's going to throw it here. That one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 37.
Now Watson. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted at second down. 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Forced out to his left. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 4th down, Watson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st down, Fields. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Justin Fields. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now, Watson. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Denver, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.